Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with sonmica. We're on the Insorum server and I am at spawn right now. People have been reporting significant frame rate drops while being here, and I do feel it. Been trying to kind of track down what is causing it, as you can see on my screen, or maybe if you can't see. There are about 370 entities being loaded. I'm not sure what that is, what is causing it, but it's definitely making us lag. See, there's 150 here. Is it because of that? I don't think that would make it. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, not too much new over here at spawn. I'm not sure when the last time was that I had to walk around. But, yep, we've got the Lapis Exchange, run by Ripper Steve, basically. It's his, I will do things for you for Lapis, or I will give you things for Lapis, which is all fair and good. I don't know I don't know if I should set up, like, a shop that's like that, because I don't know if there is anything that I like large amounts of. Maybe cobble, because I don't have that much cobble. My shop is still here. I'm just going to double check and make sure that everything is still in order. Yep, stock's still high. Oh, we got fish. I believe that was possibly Monte Carlo. I like fish. I hear a spider. Where is it? Is it above us? Yes, it is. Oh god, no. Okay, good. So yeah, today I didn't really have anything much planned. I don't have anything much new that I've worked on in the last couple of days. It's been a little bit hectic. I've been busying myself with practice for the OC.TC tournament, which I will talk about a little bit more later. Did I hear a zombie? So I guess we'll just maybe wander around spawn and go back home and just do some boring things while I talky episode, if you guys don't mind that. Oh, ABBA. I think other people will have done videos on that, but I'm not sure if I've mentioned it in my videos, but AM Bill, who resides on the server, has taken it upon himself to organize an ABBA rules tournament, meaning you get matched up with other people and then you do ABBA rules caving, and whoever wins, as you might know, the rules of ABBA caving is that the winner takes everything. So two of you go head to head, go caving together for a designated amount, and then whoever gathered the most things wins and gets to keep all of the stuff. I've never done it before. I've never done ABBA rules caving before. I've seen other people doing it. I think it was kind of invented by Vintage Beef and Anders Zell on the Mindcrack server. And I know that Lo and Zippo did an ABBA rules caving session early on in the server. And yeah, I would like to. I wanted to participate, and in fact I did. I went in and signed myself up, and there's a 1 diamond fee. I think there's a little bit of confusion because MJ in his last episode, I think it was, he went and signed up a bunch of people, and some of them did not want to be signed up, and then some other people said, I want to sign up but I can't pay for it. I think Jut said he wanted to sign up but he didn't pay for it, but Fuzz told him that he could take his entrance fee since he was not planning on participating or something like that, which is confusing because MJ actually renamed Diamond to say Fuzzbox, and it's supposed to be anyway, I'm sure it'll sort itself out. Yeah, so I did enter myself in that, and if I do any ABBA rules caving with anybody on the server, then I'll be sure to record that. I think the first few will only be not 5 minutes, like 10, 15. No, I think the first one is 15 minutes, and then it as the further along you progress, the more they add 5 minutes to it, something like that. Anyway, that will be coming up. I believe that the sign-ups were supposed to have closed today or sometime soon, maybe yesterday, but Bill has been having problems with internet, so he's I think he must have just left it open. Also, the Death Games stuff is starting up. I should remind myself to go and sign up for that. I was just sort of reading the rules earlier, but I will do that at some point. What else? Oh yeah, the OC.TC tournament. We had our first matches today. I feel terrible. I was supposed to go to sleep early yesterday and I couldn't sleep. And I was supposed to wake up at 7:30 because our first match was at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is 7:30 a.m. for me. And I set my alarm and everything, and I slept through it, and I feel terrible. Our first game, we were supposed to have 8 players, and no. We were supposed to have 10 players, and we only had 8 players. Let me just turn the block sound down. I think it's too loud. So yeah, it was a 10v8, and our team, which admittedly, they've said that it was a bad decision. They chose the game type, team deathmatch, which when you're outnumbered, even one player, it's not gonna work. Like, there's no way that a team deathmatch, when you're outnumbered, is gonna be successful. Oh, right, I'm supposed to plant these, right? I've forgotten how to plant crops. So we lost our first game, but I was around for the second game, which was supposed to be 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Eastern time. So it was 11:30 a.m. for me. So I was around for that, and we were doing some practices, and our opponents didn't show up, so we won by default, which is kind of good. Our third game, we had 3 games that day, was it was against a very, very, very seasoned team, and there were 3 game types that you can choose from, and because we had already played one of the game types, there's 4 game types that you can choose from. Because we'd already played one of the game types and their team had already played one of the game types, then we were required to play either King of the Hill or Destroy the Core. And none of us had practiced King of the Hill, so we decided to go with Destroy the Core. Unfortunately, we had been practicing Capture the World the entire week and a bit that we've been practicing together, and we've been hardly doing any Destroy the Core. So we had a choice of 4 maps. There were a few maps that we just decided to veto because they were so popular. We were sure that these guys would have a solid strategy for them. And out of the 4 maps that we chose, the final one, the 4th one, which we had not even played on before, but it was the only other map that we had seen, was the map that they chose. So we didn't even know, we didn't know how to do the map. And we did really well for never having seen the map before. We destroyed a third of the monument, but unfortunately they just overwhelmed us. They built TNT cannons, they destroyed our base, and they just overwhelmed us. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I should probably explain how the game types work on OC.tc, or Project Aries, however you want to call it. So you have 4 different game types. Well, in the tournament at least, there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 different game types. Destroy the monument is where you're on a little map and your 2 teams are against each other. So the map is usually mirrored in the middle. And you at your base you have a monument, which is usually comprised of maybe like obsidian blocks, maybe 3 obsidian blocks or something like that. And to win, all you have to do is destroy. By the way, thanks for this fuzz. XSC disposal unit. I wonder if there's a way to just, no, we just do it like this. I'll keep 1 stack for my chickens. Yeah, so to win you have to destroy the other team's monument before they can destroy yours. And yeah, so it's strategical. You need to have attackers and defenders. You need to know how to rush. When you die, you just start back at your base again. It's not a big deal, but yeah, you do have to rush. You have to have advanced strategical strategies. And then, so that's one of them. That's one of the game types. The other one of the other popular ones is it's Capture the Wool, similar to Race for Wool. Race for Wool is a completely different game type altogether, where you have 2 lanes that are next to each other. It's a mini map type thing, and you have to race to get 3 different wools before the other team can get their 3 different wools. So there's a wool box, and then yeah. 1 sec, let me just read this. Okay, that hasn't changed. Who knows what happened to my nether horse, Jamal? Gunpowder for sale, that's me. Okay. Nothing so far new. I still haven't worked on the post office. I'm sorry, we're gonna go past that today. I just wanted to check out a few things. But yeah, so Capture the Wool. Am I even standing in the portal? I'm not. Capture the Wool is a different game type where you're also on a single map that's mirrored crossways. Check my mailbox. Mirrored, and then you're excited now, Pumpkin. Still nothing in here. Let me just take this stuff. I'm sure this is mine. Yeah, so you're on a map that's mirrored crossways, and then there are 2 or 3 wool boxes depending on the size of the map. This is, oh, by the way, this is Fun Songs opera house type thing. As you can see here, it says. I think Fairy gave him the idea for this. Nice. So you can stand here and sing, and people will listen. Supposedly. Yeah. So there's 2 or 3 wool rooms per side. Just wanted to see this. After seeing this, I'm glad I don't live in the North Tunnel. Okay. Right. North Tunnel is being reconstructed, I believe, by Gardex. I just wanted to have a look. The man with the cobble pillars. Okay. Alright. We're gonna head back to, head back home. So yeah. So that's Capture the Wool. You try and get your wool from the opponent team and then place it on your monument before they can do the same with their wool. And then there's King of the Hill, which I'm not sure how really it works. It said that the way that it works is that you're supposed to stand in a certain spot and just hold it for a certain amount of time. I think it was a minute, but it was broken when we tried to practice it, so we never managed to practice it. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Everyone's got such pretty tunnels and mine is just ugly. Ugly. Don't know what to do. Oh yeah, that could work. Maybe if I pretend that this is sandstone, put sandstone here and put stairs there. We can do that all the way across. Let me see, let me try it here. I'm really just looking for things to do right now. I'm kind of burned out on I did three building projects in the large building projects in the last week, and I'm a little burned out on it. As I've said, I don't normally do all of the building stuff. Not this much anyway. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that could work. It could work. Means my tunnel would be pretty wide. That's okay. That's okay. Yes, I like it. This is of course gonna go up another. Oh, let's leave that there. Let's do this one. It's gonna go up another. This is that gonna attract? No. Okay, maybe we won't do that. Maybe we will just do that. No! I hate when it does that. Is that lag? Okay. So we'll do that. Yeah, I really need more stairs before I can do something significant with this. I was thinking I wanted to do it all in sandstone like this, but after burning through a lot of sandstone on my sphere, I'm not sure now that I have enough of everything to be able to do that. But, you know, whatever. We'll get to it when we get to it. Oh, this nether portal room is another thing that I haven't done too much of. Got Grace there. I'm not sure if I said it in a previous episode, but Fairy Juice gifted us a Grace. He retired her and gave her to us. She's happy here. Super happy. Look at her. Look at the amount of happiness that is displayed on her face. So much happiness. Oops, no, Grace, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. Yeah, he said that he didn't need Grace anymore. I guess that Lincoln kind of replaced Grace. Sorry, Grace. And she's very old. She's the first donkey on the server. The mother of the first mule, Ramsey, who is now moved on. And, yeah. So she's been stricken with grief, and Fairy has given her to us. That we might help her with her grief, supposedly. Yeah. So King of the Hill. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. But then Team Deathmatch is the last game type. And it's basically just an all-out brawl. Some of the Team Deathmatch maps have score boxes that you can walk into and score instant points for your team. Other than that, if you can kill another player, then that will net you some score also. And yeah, the team with the most score at the end wins. That's about it. I should like to try something. But yeah, so that's OC.TC, and then the maps like run for maybe half an hour, or no, 15 minutes, or however long it takes to finish a match. And then it cycles to the next map. And that's how it's done. But yeah. So that's what I've been busy with today and yesterday, and probably tomorrow. Our next match will probably not be until next week. So yeah. The other stuff. Also today I met some relatives that have been living here for a long time. My parents, well, my mom especially, has been all concerned that I don't I don't know anybody in Canada, and I don't have friends. That they've been trying to contact like people that they know so that I can meet them. So yeah, I met with one of my, I think it's one of my mom's cousins. I went out for dinner with him today. We went out for Malaysian food. It was good. It's very good Malaysian food. And yeah, like we talked a little bit about my family and stuff like that. I think that he has only met my mom once when he was 12, and he's now got a grandson, so I didn't want to do that. He now has a grandson, so that's how long ago that was. Yeah, and then we talked about how my parents, I kind of said, like they were saying, you know, they said, it's so admirable that you enjoy traveling. I do like traveling, and traveling is a thing that, like, if you do it once, then you get hooked on it. I don't know if I want. If you do it once, you get hooked on it, and like the more you travel, the more you want to travel. I've done a lot of traveling around in like Australasia and like, you know, Australia, New Zealand, and all of the surrounding areas, which is like Asia, which is all good and well, but a lot of those countries are very similar to each other, and it's nice to be able to be on this side of the world and just visit like iconic places, and just, you know, like I feel like that, like, America as a whole, Canada also, Canada and the US contribute so much to pop culture, especially like New Zealand and Australia are so isolated that it feels like, what am I trying to do here? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, Australia and New Zealand are so isolated that being on this side of the world, it, you know, it feels like all the things that you grew up with and heard about and saw in movies and everything, like you can see them. And I feel like maybe I'm here for a year, but I think that there's more here for me to see than I can see in a year. But anyway, I was with my relatives, and we started talking about traveling, and like they said that I'm very adventurous. They said that their children are not adventurous at all. Like their kids are around my age. Why did I do that? Their kids are around my age, but they don't like traveling, or they don't want to travel, and then they're so dependent on their parents or something. Me and my brother have always been kind of, I only have one brother, but we've always been kind of independent. We enjoy doing things for ourselves and learning things for ourselves, and sometimes you get into messy situations, but I think we both have a good head on our shoulders, that we know how to make decisions for ourselves also, which I kind of attribute to my parents. And then we started talking about how my parents, when they were younger, like before they were married, they were actually part of like a rebel group in like in my home country. They rebelled against, they were part of an organization that was in rebellion against the government. And I kind of, you know, your parents, you kind of forget that they were young once too, and they did adventurous things once too. And that's certainly something that I've never really, I knew about it, but I've never really asked my parents much about it. I think the next time that I see them, I'll ask them about it and how they got into it. But yeah, The my uncle said that. Well, my uncle is the one. My mom's cousins. He said that that's probably where my brother and I get our adventurous nature and independent nature from, because our parents were very adventurous and independent. In fact, my parents still are adventurous. They love to travel. I love to travel. I like traveling. Come here, chicken. You gon' die. You gon' die. You done die. So yeah, let's see how this is doing. I haven't looked at this for a while. Oh yeah, I can start up a cactus shop. Green dye for all. Actually, there are a couple of shops opening. Dye shops open. Ow, you jerk! There are a couple of dye shops opened in. Why am I wearing this? I don't know. I don't think it's mine. Yeah, there are a couple of dye shops opened in Spawn. Maybe they would be interested in buying bulk green dye. Yeah. Oh, by the way, while I'm here, let me show you this. Ooh, iron again. Oh, yes, they had another baby. Okay. So, I was so tired of my villagers dying. I asked Flake, who is a certain specialist on villagers and villager trading and breeding. And I said, Flake, what's wrong with my setup? Why am I losing villagers? Oh, it's another farmer. I don't want another farmer. I want a blacksmith. I said, Flake, what's wrong with my setup? Why am I losing villagers? If the zombies were getting in, I would have lost all of them. But the zombies are not getting in. It's only when the chunks are loaded and unloaded. And she walked around here, and she was like this. Here. And a zombie managed to grab her. And she said that that's probably what's happening, is that they're probably able to reach over and grab them. But it's on the very rare occasion that they manage to walk this far up to the wall. So I was like, okay, well, I'm putting the double wall back in. Get out of here. No. 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 Ow, you jerk. No. I said no. Oh, there's a guy in iron armor over here. Oh, there's a guy in gold armor over there. Yeah. So yeah. That is... That's the story of my parents. Yeah, as I said, you sometimes forget, like, because your parents are your parents and they've always been older than you, you forget that at one point that they were young and adventurous too. And I love telling people that my parents were rebels. They fought for a cause, they risked their lives, and they actually did risk their lives. They were in danger, mortal danger. And yeah, I would like to hear about that from them at some point, maybe next time I see them. So yeah, let's see, what else do we have here? I guess let's go over some more plans for the beach. I'm kind of at a stalemate with the beach. I do have a few more. Okay, with the beach, I want a gift shop. Gift shop will probably be closer over here, set a bit away from the beach. Yeah. And oh yeah, boardwalk. Yeah, boardwalk would be great. I just came up with this idea on the spot, but I think maybe a boardwalk would be good. Maybe along here would be good. So the lifeguards have to come along across the boardwalk, I guess. Over here, since do I even have any signs on me? I don't. Since I have the barbecues here, I wanted to do another 2 barbecues, like one here and one here. But I don't think there's space. Maybe I'll just do one more. No, I can't do it because that's where the lifeguards are. Maybe here. Or maybe I won't have another barbecue. But I want over here to be a little cafe type thingy. Just selling hot dogs and ice cream and chips, fish and chips. And yeah. And then over, I think maybe over on this side, you can have like a little, I think I do need to build maybe over here. I had, when we first arrived here, when I first found this place, I wanted to put something in the middle here, like a floating bar, like a floating bar, like where people swim up to it and order drinks, and then they lie around and sit in the pool and stuff. But then then after thinking about it for a while, I was like, but this is not really, this lagoon is not really for swimming, it's for observing, really. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a little island with a little hilly mountain type thing in the at the top, and then it'll extend down to the bottom of it. It's quite deep. I don't have a swimming, I lost my swimming helmet, but it's pretty deep. Maybe over here I can extend out the boardwalk, and then maybe here I can do a little dock, a very small dock, more of a seaside bar. Maybe this is where I'll put my bar, seaside bar and dock, kind of similar to over there, but more beach themed, I think. So yeah, that's stuff that's just sort of in my head. I haven't sat down and tried to plan it out yet. I would like to finish the sphere. Also, I want to put some boats out in the water. Specifically, I would like to put a speedboat out there. I know Mithy does a really fantastic speedboat, and I'll either coerce him to do it for me or copy his speedboat design. Yeah, in the previous in my previous episode where I asked for ideas for the surfboards, a lot of people told me to use half slabs, which is all well and good, but I would like to have, I think I wasn't specific enough. I want to have surfboards that are standing up, and that's a little bit difficult to do with half slabs. But anyway, maybe I just won't do that. Maybe I'll just do the ones maybe I can do surfboards in the water. I watched a good skateboarding video today of this Japanese guy who was doing interesting tricks. Saw it on Reddit. It was good. Oh, I would like to make another, like, move my portal room. Move my portal so that it is in a little, I don't know, maybe put it in a little hut or a shack or something themed. Yeah, my relatives also that I talked to today, they were saying that they were as a work, as a like a gift or a prize from work. My uncle is going to the Caribbean with his wife, and they'll get 5-star treatment and gifts and everything. And I was listening to him going, "Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds exactly what I'm building on Minecraft." Yeah. So anyway, over here, I think this area is a little bit empty. I'd like for people to build a sand castle here, but you know, I've been trying to make a small sand castle design, and it just becomes like ugly when it's too small. I think over here I'll put in another beach, and then maybe the hotel rooms can go out this way. So of course we've got the beach resort over there, the resort hotel floating island thing will be there. That room is like gonna be the main foyer, and then I'll put in some rooms underwater, with some glass roofs or something like that. But I think it was a suggestion by Fuzzbox. I did want to put in some floating islands, like from Bora Bora. Not floating islands, but like there's a resort in Bora Bora where they have like little huts that are floating on the water on a boardwalk thing. It looks amazing, and there's these little like beach houses along the water, on the water actually, not along the water but on the water, and I was like, that looks amazing. I think that's what I'll do. So that is so far ahead in the future that I haven't even decided like how I'm gonna do it yet, but it's something that I would like to do. Maybe when you get all this other stuff worked out. But anyway, I think I may be running over on time. Thanks very much for coming along and having a little chat with me. I wanted to put a video out, and I had a lot of stuff on my mind, and I hadn't done too much work, so I apologize for not doing a lot of work since the last video. I kind of got burned. I burned out a little bit, not seriously burned out, but after doing the portal room, I had to stop playing Minecraft for a bit, for like the rest of the day and half of the next day, because I had played for like 8 hours working on the portal room, trying to get it finished, and I finally finished it, and I was so happy, and I was like, okay, Minecraft, I'm done with you now. I'm done with you for now. But yeah, anyway, I think that is it for this episode. I am running over time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Just a little talky episode, not doing too much. But yeah, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully I will have something interesting to show you next time. But yeah, I'll catch you then. Thanks. Goodbye.